Late one night, a man checked into a hotel. Security camera recorded him entering the lobby. Another camera showed him stepping into an elevator. Minutes later, a hallway camera captured him unlocking the door to room 602. He stepped inside. The door closed behind him, but the next morning, hotel staff opened the same room, and the man who entered the night before was gone. No camera in the building ever recorded him leaving. But when investigators reviewed the security footage, they noticed one small detail in the hallway camera. A detail that raised even more questions. We will come back to that in a moment. The guy's name was Daniel Harper. According to hotel records, he had arrived in the city for what appeared to be a routine business trip. He checked in shortly before midnight. The receptionist later described him as calm and polite. He carried a small overnight bag and a laptop case. Nothing about his behavior seemed unusual. To the staff working that night, Daniel looked like just another traveler stepping for the night before continuing his journey the next morning. But the event that followed would turn that ordinary hotel stay into a mystery no one could easily explain. Security cameras in the lobby captured Daniel walking through the front doors. He approached the reception desk and received a key card for room 602. Moments later, he walked towards the elevator. The elevator camera recorded him standing alone as the door closed. Seconds later, the elevator stopped on the sixth floor. The door opened. Daniel stepped out into the hallway. A camera position at the far end of the corridor recorded him walking calmly towards his room. He stopped outside room 602, unlocked the door, stepped inside, and the door closed behind him. That was the last confirmed moment anyone saw Daniel Harper. And this is where the details begins to matter. Because the next morning, Daniel Harper never checked out. Around 10 a.m., housekeeping staff entered room 602. Inside, everything looked almost untouched. The bed had never been slept in. The bathroom looked unused. The furniture was exactly where it should be. There was no sign of a struggle, but one thing was missing. Daniel's overnight bag. At first, hotel staff assumed he had simply left early. Girls sometimes leave before the front desk opens. But when they reviewed the security footage, something didn't add up. Daniel Harper never appeared on any of the exit cameras, not the lobby doors, not the parking garage, not the side entrances. It was as if he had vanished inside the building. Investigators were called to examine the situation. They began reviewing every camera inside the hotel. They checked the elevators, the stairways, the lobby, every hallway camera on every floor. But Daniel Harper never appeared again. The police also examined the building's layout. Like many hotels, the structure includes several service corridors used by maintenance staff. These corridors allowed employees to move between floors without using the public hallways. If Daniel somehow entered one of those corridors, he might have been able to leave the building without appearing on the main cameras. But when detectives inspected those service doors, they found no evidence they had been opened during the night. Hotel employees confirmed that none of the maintenance area had been used during those hours, which raised another troubling question. If Daniel didn't live through a service corridor, then how did he live at all? Investigators also spoke with girls staying on the sixth floor that night. Most reported hearing nothing unusual, no arguments, no loud noises, no signs of any disturbance. One girl did mention hearing footsteps in the hallway sometime after midnight, but the hallway camera never recorded anyone walking there after Daniel entered his room. Investigators could not explain the discrepancies, and that brought us back to the strange details investigators noticed earlier in the footage. The hallway camera outside room 602 continued recording for hours after Daniel entered the room. But during that entire time, the corridor remained completely empty. No one approached the room. No one left the room. The hallway remained silent, which leaves investigators with one final mystery. If Daniel Harper entered that hotel room late that night, how did he leave the building without appearing on a single camera? Explanations have been suggested. One theory is that Daniel discovered an exit not covered by the hotel surveillance system. Another possibility is that he encountered someone in the hallway shortly after entering his room. Or is there another explanation investigators never discovered? In another mystery, a college student walked into a bar in Ohio late one night. Security cameras recorded him entering. But when the bar closed hours later, he was gone, and no camera ever recorded him leaving. That disappearance is the next investigation in Midnight Files. Because some stories don't sleep.